Good morning, everyone. I'd like to first start off by wishing everyone a very happy new year, and also by saying what a privilege and an honor it is to be invited here every year for this ceremony. It really is such a wonderful way to start the year. And the Buddhist Association of the United States and the town of Kent have really formed a partnership. And through the generosity, I just want to give a little plug, through the generosity of the Buddhist Association of the United States, the town of Kent has been able to build an all-inclusive, all-abilities playground for children on the grounds of Town Hall. And we would not have been able to do it without the Buddhist Association's generous gifts. So give them a round of applause. We haven't had our grand opening yet, and everyone is invited when we do. It's a lovely, lovely spot, and hopefully we'll hear the laughter of children for many years to come at Town Hall. I am not so eloquent as to be able to come up with a wonderful, inspiring speech about world peace. So I looked back over people that actually were more inspiring, and I found the words of F.W. de Klerk when he and Nelson Mandela were awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993. And I'd like to just read some excerpts from that. Peace does not simply mean the absence of conflict. Throughout history, there has been an absence of conflict in many repressive societies. This lack of conflict does not have its roots in harmony, goodwill, or the consent of the parties involved, but often in fear, ignorance, and powerlessness. There can thus be no real peace without justice or consent. Neither does peace necessarily imply tranquility. The affairs of mankind are in incessant flux. No relationship between individuals or communities or political parties or countries remains the same from one day to the next. New situations are forever arising and demanding constant attention. Tensions build up and need to be diffused. There can thus be no real peace without constant effort, planning, and hard work. Peace, therefore, is not an absence of conflict or a condition of stagnation. Peace is a frame of mind. It is a frame of mind in which countries, communities, parties, and individuals seek to resolve their differences through agreements, through negotiation and compromise, instead of threats, compulsion, and violence. Peace is also a framework. It is a framework consisting of rules, laws, agreements, and conventions, a framework providing mechanisms for the peaceful resolution of the inevitable clashes of interests between countries, communities, parties, and individuals. It is a framework within which the irresistible and dynamic processes of social, economic, and political development can be regulated and accommodated. In our quest for peace, we should constantly ask ourselves what we should do to create conditions in which peace can prosper. It is easy to identify those forces and conditions which militate against it and which must be eradicated. Peace does not fare well where poverty and deprivation reign. It does not flourish where there is ignorance and a lack of education and information. Repression, injustice, and exploitation are inimical with peace. Peace is gravely threatened by intergroup fear and envy and by the unleashing of unrealistic expectations. Racial, class, and religious intolerance and prejudice are its mortal enemies. Since the vast proportion of human history has been characterized by such conditions, it should not surprise us that much of history has been a lamentable tale of violence and war. There is no room for complacency. All of us who believe in peace must redouble our efforts to reassure all our countrymen that their rights and security will be assured. I have no doubt that we will succeed. I hope we can all share not having that doubt, and we can all move to a society where peace is the norm. Thank you and Happy New Year.
好，谢谢我们的镇长。